Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of City Sim Builds. In the previous episode, we built this trade school, and I think things here are looking really good. We didn't quite get this to level 5, but we got it to level 4, and I think it's just a matter of time before we get to level 5. It's really a function of our population. But yeah, this campus is looking really sharp. I think it fits in well with the community here, and I'm looking forward to see how this grows in the future. For today's episode, I want to build a bridge somewhere here in the midpoint that goes across, and I want to build an interchange. And then over here, I want to build a nature preserve as well as a zoo. So before we get into today's episode, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please think about doing so. That would be really awesome and would help me out. Also, don't forget to like and comment down below if you're enjoying the video. I really enjoy engaging with y'all and getting feedback, so yeah, keep the comments coming. But with that, let's jump into today's episode. So I want to find a good spot over here that makes sense to provide another connection across the river right here. And looking at the midpoint, it seems to be right in here somewhere. And I'm kind of leaning towards this road because this is one of the major roads with our university, and I think it makes sense to have a connection that comes across over here and then provides a interchange opportunity with the highway. And the other thing I want to do over here is build a nature preserve, and I think I'm probably going to do that over here, and then on this side I'm going to build a zoo. So I want to get started with that, and the first thing I'm going to do is extend this road and build a bridge going across this way and get an interchange in place. So for the bridge, I think I'm going to use this 4-lane road that fits in 2 units. I think that'll be a good fit here because it'll provide some traffic to come across the bridge over here, and then the traffic can disperse once it gets over here to the technical college. So one thing I do want to do is create a little mound here and slope up for the bridge approach. So I'm trying to come in here and see what makes sense. So we'll bump that up a little bit, and then we'll slope from here. And I create a little spot there, so I'm gonna smooth that out real quick. And this might be too high. Let's place the road here first and see how it looks. Actually, I think that might be okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. So next, in order to save a little bit of money, I'm gonna use a gravel road just to get something in place to where we can line up where our bridge is gonna be. For the other side, I'm gonna grab this height, right click, and then come over here and we're gonna level terrain. And when we do that, it pops up the terrain to the height that we need it to be. Yeah, and that's looking pretty good. I think that's, yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this bridge. And I could have upgraded that, but what I wanna go ahead and do is get this bridge going across like this. And then now that I have this in place, I'm gonna come here and remove some of these sections here in the middle, and then we're gonna raise up the height a little bit. I'm gonna find this guideline and then create a section here in the middle that's about like that. And then we'll just come down and slope to here like that. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Yeah, okay, I'm pleased with that. And then over here, I'm just gonna bring this out about 10 units, and then I want to think about where we want to go with this road. So we're going to have some sort of bridge that spans the highway and the railroad. Looking at this guideline right here might be a good spot, so I'm going to raise up this to see if we can get something going across like this. And that'd be a good starting point for us to place the interchange. And then to make this more realistic, I'm going to raise the height up here. And you can see here we're butting right up against the bridge there, and I think that's good. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Then I'm gonna grab this elevation, just kind of level things out right in here. Okay, sorta. All right, so, and then through here, I'm gonna use our slope terrain tool and grab this height, and then come over here and find something that slopes up this way. And I need to turn the intensity up on this. So we'll grab that again and come up like this. And actually, what I might do is get rid of that for the time being, and then we'll just have a little bit of a hill right here. And then we can come back and smoothen the terrain out. And then here, let's take a look at the terrain and see where it's logical for this to go. So I think a road coming over here like that makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna grab this and then slope back over here. Okay, that'll give us a good starting point. Then I'm gonna see if I can bring this out a little bit further, and then we'll find a guideline and tie up like this. Okay, excellent. And I know this looks pretty lumpy and bumpy right now, but I think it'll be fine in the future. Let's go ahead and turn our terrain back on so we can make some decisions about this road. So I think we can extend this straight for a little bit. So I might come from there and meet up like that. Then I think we could have a road that starts from over here, somewhere like that, and then we can create a connection that ties in like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I like that. All right, so let's soften the terrain through here a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so I'm gonna do this and then I'll be right back. This is the price you pay for picking the wrong terrain modification tool down here, but it'll be fine. It's a good thing we have $7 million, I guess, so rolling in the cash. All right, I think that's pretty good for right now. So I am curious if I can somehow thread in a ramp connection that comes in between the rail and the highway. Let's try that. So for this, I'm gonna turn off all the guidelines and see if I can get something that just comes down like this. Then we'll tie in about like that. And then kind of the same thing over here. Let's see if we can get something that comes down to about there. Tie in like that. Okay, that's pretty good. I am not a fan of like the steepness of this. I'm gonna try and redo this and hopefully this doesn't muck things up too badly. So I'm gonna turn down the elevation step a little bit here, and then we're gonna use our straight section and rise up a little bit, about like that. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I want. And then same thing on this side, come down a little bit, find the rough midpoint, then meet up like that. Yeah, I'm liking that. And then we can go back and right click through here and change the directions so it makes sense. Perfect. So now we have an off ramp here and then an on ramp right here. So let's see if we can do the same thing on this side. And I wonder if we can get a better connection right here. And I'm gonna get rid of that bridge for just a moment because I wanna see if I can get this height back up here. So turn this down, grab that height, and then come over here and raise this up a little bit. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. So we're gonna now try and slope through here like this. Then we'll come back to the 2-unit road section, get this 4-lane road, and then see if we can get something that matches up. And then I'm gonna turn back on our guidelines so I can get something, yep, like right there. Then we'll do that. Then turn on the curve road tool, and then come in like that. Perfect, I like that. And I think I'm probably gonna have to redo this bridge. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. That's good, excellent, okay. All right, so I'm gonna finish this interchange up and then we'll get started on the zoo and the nature preserve. Excellent. I think that looks pretty good. It's not symmetrical, but sometimes when you're designing highways like this, it's not symmetrical. Like you have to work with the limitations of the terrain and things like the railroads. So yeah, but I'm liking that. It looks good. So for the nature reserve, I think I'm gonna use this area right in here. So for that, I'm gonna paint a park area, and I have a feeling that this is not gonna work. Yep. I really don't know why this is the case. I've turned off all the mods and I think I just have like a bug with the game. I don't really understand why this is the case, but I think I'm covering my bases here in getting all the spots that I want to get with the nature preserve. So we can call this the Canarsie Nature Preserve. I think it's actually reserve. And if you have a different name for that, let me know. Or how about this? Let's do the Canarsie Hills Nature Reserve. And then over here, I think this might be a good spot for our zoo. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna paint a park area, just kind of take this whole area like that. And hopefully I'm getting everything here. And then we'll call this the Canarsie Zoo. Keep it simple for right now. So one of the things I do know that I want is a river road through here. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can place that. And for this, I think I'm going to turn on the terrain and the freeform road tool. Something that connects up like that. And I think that'd be good for right now. And then eventually this is going to go over the highway, I think right here. But for right now, we're just going to leave it as a dead end. And I think that'll be fine. but we're going to have more connectivity over here. So it's not going to be a dead end for a long time. We're already getting a lot of utilization out of this. I'm really pleased with that. And before I forget, let's check our junctions. So we need a stop sign here and a stop sign there. And I think that should help us out when we get over this way. And then same thing here and these spots as well. And I think this might need to be a signal. So that makes sense for that. So we don't need a signal there. We just need stop signs. Okay, good. All right, so for the zoo, I'm gonna go ahead and get some things in place for that. So let's go to our parks tab. We'll click on the zoo portion. And then I'm gonna do the zoo main gate somewhere in here. And congratulations, you have reached level 1. And when you do that, you unlock a ton of stuff like the moose and reindeer enclosures, zoo side gates, souvenir shops, zoo plaza, zoo cafes, restrooms, etc. So I'm gonna start placing some of these assets around. So I'm gonna do a side gate over here, and then another one over here. Then we can do one probably on the side over here like that. And then we're gonna need a zoo plaza, and I think it makes sense to have the zoo plaza coming in right off the main entrance like that. Also makes sense to have a cafe and restrooms and a souvenir shop. And I'm probably gonna have to move some of these buildings in a second when I start placing paths, but I'm good with that. And then for our side gates, I think what I'm gonna do is do a souvenir shop and then also a restroom. So we'll turn this around by right clicking, put that there, then over here, do the same thing. Okay, perfect. So then I want to put in a few of these animal exhibits. So we'll do the moose and reindeer. I don't know, let's say maybe over here somewhere. Then we can do the birdhouse. So that loads in from that side. So we could have it over here, I think like that. And then the antelope enclosure, maybe something like that. We'll do it at an angle. And maybe we can put a sign right here. I think that'll look nice. So we'll zoom in, do zoo. Then maybe we have another sign kind of along here. Something about like that. Oh, that's a little bit too much of an angle. Let's change that. Lots of spinning around here. And then we'll have one from this side as well. Good enough, good enough. Okay. All right, so we need water over here. And I'm just gonna place the water underneath the road, and then we'll get it on some paths as we start building out the rest of the zoo. And we also need power as well. Power is a bit of a challenge, but I think what I'm gonna do is run a transformer line across to meet up somewhere over here like that. Then what I'm hoping is I can connect up things close enough to where the power will jump. But in the meantime, just so that we can get some functionality out of this, I'm gonna place a temporary power line that goes across like this. Then we'll have something that comes down, knowing definitely that this is gonna be removed in the future. We need water down this way. And let's cut off guidelines because it's so much easier when you do this. And since we need trees in here, I'm definitely going to start placing some of these paths with the trees. Let's turn on the guidelines. Just get like a nice 90-degree connection like that. And then from here, we can create some more meandering paths, I think. And then let's do the same thing actually for the side gates. So we'll come out to about there, then tie up like that. Then sort of the same thing over here. And yes, I know you need water and power. We'll get there in a minute. Yeah, I think a little bit of funkiness like that is okay. Then here, probably going to do something that comes off like this. Then we'll likely have a connection that comes over, meets up like that. And kind of the same thing over here. We'll probably have something that sort of crisscrosses over this way. All right, excellent. I think that looks good. So let's run water through here. Okay, cool. Academic year report. We are still, I think, a level 4 university, being a acclaimed university, but our student population has risen, and that is excellent. All right, now it looks like our power is not connecting right here. So let's see if we can get this a little bit closer. So now let's get some of these buildings that are not really connected up right here. And then right here to get this one like that. And it's showing that it's connected because it's off by about a unit. But I really want this to be like right there on the main entrance, or I guess in this case, the side gate. Then we need power over here. There's not really a good way to jump power. For the time being, we'll continue the same thing that we've been doing and run power maybe along the backside over here like this. Again, I'm hoping I can get rid of some of these connections here in the future because it looks very tacky. So let's go into our park area info, and I'm gonna make this cost nothing. So far our zoo has had 79 visitors, and we're almost, we're getting there with level 2. We just need a bit more visitors. I'm gonna turn up the speed a little bit for this. And then policies, let's do animal ethics, we'll advertise. This is not our main park, and we're gonna do a fine for fireworks, and we can do night tours and even more fun, and recycle garbage. So maybe what we do is place a few more amenities around. We can do another zoo plaza right there. And then maybe we can like double up on some of these buildings, like have like 2 birdhouses like right there. And it's gonna destroy some of the paths that we created, and that's okay, we can come back and fix that. And then I think over here, I'm gonna change the paths in general because right now it's connected up like that, and I kind of want it to be, actually, no, I think it's, okay. I think it's fine. Okay, and that looks good. And we're not quite connected up here. So I wonder if, let's see. Maybe we can place this somewhere, where can we put this where it'll be happy? Okay, cool. We got to level 2. We got an insect, amphibian, and reptile house. We got a bison enclosure. That's pretty exciting. So I might actually just like relocate this to another part of the zoo. So I'm gonna place this right there, and then we're gonna put some paths in that connect directly up to it. Okay. So this is the bison enclosure. I think a good spot for this might be like in the middle over here, somewhere like that. Then we have the insect and amphibian reptile house. We can have it be right there, and we don't have water through here, so let's get that in. Then we'll come over and add in a connection here, like this. And then I wonder if we can place a few things like restrooms and cafes and things like that, if that will help the power jump. Because it jumped here, and I wonder if we can maybe do like a restroom or something here. So let's try putting a restroom maybe like right there, and then maybe another one here, something like that. And the power jumped here, that's good. So we're getting a lot of visitors now. This is up to over 1,000, and we're climbing, so that's excellent. And while that's going, I'm gonna get started on the nature reserve. So let's go over here and place a few of our amenities for the nature reserve. Okay, so for the nature reserve, let's do our main gate somewhere over here. And that's gonna unlock things like tents and campfire sites and side gates. We have our small nature reserve gate. Let's do our main one, maybe like here. Oh, actually, I don't want a small one. Let's get rid of that. Let's put the main one actually right there. Then over here, let's run water and power. Okay, perfect. So for this, we'll go back to the nature reserve, and we can do a side gate. We can do one over here. And then over here, what we're gonna do is turn on the terrain and then see if we can make some paths through here that makes sense. So since this is a nature reserve, I'm not gonna use these paths with lights. I'm gonna use the ones that are just regular paths. So I'm gonna use the freeform tool here and then start placing some paths in. We'll get a few switchbacks in. I think it makes sense to have something that kind of comes around the hill like that. Then here, we're probably gonna come up and have a connection like this. Then I'm sure this is going to be a vista point, something like that. Then over here, we can start to come back down and just have some. Oh, excellent. We just hit Colossal City, 30,000 people. That's really, really good. We got another area unlocked. We have new roads, helicopter pathway, perfect. Even though that's not a road, but that's all right. We have a floating cafe, we have cargo hubs, helicopter stop, an ocean thermal energy plant, and all sorts of other good stuff. And we have a few unique buildings here. We have the ChirpX launch site. We have a winter market. So yeah, it's exciting. Cool. So I'm gonna finish placing some of these paths here. So let's curve that around, and then have this come around like that, and then we'll do another switchback that comes over this way. Then here, I'm going to try and see if I can get a path that just go ahead and does like a quick switch back up. Maybe something like that. And we can slope through here a little bit to make it not be as clunky and hilly of a terrain. So we'll use our slope tool, we'll grab this height, and I'm going to use the small brush here, and then we're going to start from down here and really try and smooth this out a little bit, or at least as much as we can. Yeah, that's not bad, not bad. Then I think we can put in a few more path areas. So I think right in here, let's turn the terrain back on. So I think through here, we could probably get something that kind of meanders down the ridge line here a little bit. It wouldn't be too much of an intense grade. Then here, maybe what we can do is have a little circle for camping, like for tents. Cool. Doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of like a kind of oddly shaped oval. Yeah, that's looking good. I like that. I like that. Then I wonder if we can have another connection that comes down this way. So we'll turn back on our train and then maybe have something that comes down over this way, then switch back like that. And we'll meet up right there. All right, so I'm gonna put in some campsites here and there. And this will be one of our main areas to camp at through here. And then let's see if we can find some other spots for camping. So maybe we can have one over here on the switchback. Just a few little areas. Maybe over here as well. Have another little fire ring. Place a few more random tents. Let's go into the park info. I want to make this no cost as well. Let's check in on the zoo real quick and see how things are going. We're almost at a level 3. That's awesome. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to place a few more campsites and then I might do a little bit of landscaping here. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to purchase a few areas here. I'm going to get this tile and I was hoping it would allow me to get this tile because I really want to get that ore industry in place, but I think I might do this one. Then how are we doing here? Let's take a look. We've only had 3 visitors. Okay, let's turn on some policies. We'll do animal ethics, advertisement, campaign, not a main park, fine for fireworks, night tours, even more fun, and recycle garbage. And hopefully that will help boost the interest in this area. But I think I do need to get some more camping amenities in place here. So we can have another little campfire, camp spot, something like that over here. Then I'm gonna go through and place a few more of these little camping areas. So we're gonna have 2 fire pits right here. Pyromania. Then I think we can definitely have one up here. Maybe like somewhere in here. Cool, I'm liking that. We're definitely starting to have some more interest over here, and this ramp is definitely definitely backing up. I wonder if we can increase the laneage here. Will 2 lanes fit? Yeah, it looks like it will. So we'll increase the capacity there. Then same thing on this side. So our zoo, we are almost there. We need 1 more visitor. There we go. Perfect. Now we have a sea life enclosure, flamingo enclosure, and an elephant enclosure. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the nature reserve to a level 5. And I'm okay with that because these tend to be in real life, you know, not as heavily trafficked as say something like a zoo or an amusement park or something like that. So I'm going to make it my goal for this episode to get the zoo up to a level 5, and then we'll just see where things land over here at the nature reserve. So let's come back over to the zoo, and we're already halfway there, roughly getting to level 4. So this shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to come back over to the zoo tab and let's get in those other exhibits that we just got. So we have the sea life enclosure, and this is a big one. So you have to have a shoreline, which thankfully we do have. And I wonder if we can fit it in here. Yeah, that looks good because this is like right across the street from the main gate, and yeah, I'm pleased with that. But it says it's fine here with the park area, but since I can't really see it, I'm just gonna bring it out just to be doubly sure. Oh, and I forgot to fix this. Okay, let's get that taken care of. And while we're at it, I think I'm gonna redo this as well. And I know, I messed up the connection there, but everything will be fine. All right, so we'll get our zoo path, and I want to extend this out to about there, then just meet up like that. Then here, I'm gonna do a facility that comes off maybe like 1 unit away, and then we'll tie this in like that. Yeah, just get some like nice meandering paths in there. Sure, something like that. All right, and I think we had 2 other amenities that we can place in. And this was the elephant enclosure. Definitely have to get one of these. I might do 2 of them. Let's do 2. And that's gonna ruin our paths for a minute, but that's okay. And then what was the other one? This was a flamingo enclosure. Okay, let's put that one right there. I think that'll be good. We'll come back to our paths, get that fixed up. All right, and I might need to relocate this. Can I move this just here for a second? Then let's do a straight section for a little bit, something like that. And then we'll tie this up about right there. Then let's relocate this back to here. Perfect, I like that. Then over here, we need some path connections to this flamingo. What's it called? A flamingo enclosure. Multiple problems. There's just so many problems. Maybe I'll do 2. Let's do 2. We have the money for it, so might as well, I guess. So we'll put in another one right there, next door. Then come back to our paths, and then can we connect these up? No, it doesn't like that. But it does like that, and I'm okay with that. And it's bothering me that this won't connect up. I think it's just like space kind of constraint thing or something. I don't really know, but I think we can go in and give it a little bit more space and then connect up like that. Great, I like that. It's looking good, looking good. So we're doing well with our visitors. So let's get some water pipes in here. Okay, perfect. It looks like we might have a power issue. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, we're kind of teetering on the edge. Academic year report. We're still in Acclaim Technical College, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's just check on the city and see if things are okay. Things seem to be fine. I don't see any like red flags. Do have this that burned down. So that was a park restroom. I'm gonna fix that by replacing it. Good as new. Good as new. All right. Let's empty this. Okay, cool. We got to level 2 with our nature reserve. Yeah, I'm gonna empty that, and then let's come back over here because I want to get in a vista point kind of thing up here. Like, yeah, one of these viewing decks. I think that'd be cool. So this one, viewing deck number 2, maybe that's like that, and then maybe we can have another one that comes off on this side. Wish we could have one that was right here at the end, but it does not want to load that way. That's okay. That's okay. I think that'd be fine. Here, and actually, just to make it a little bit more prominent, I'm going to get rid of these for a second. And we're going to back this up and create a little bit more of a hill right here. So we're going to pop this up through here. And then I'm going to find, I guess, like maybe this contour line here in the middle and just smooth things out. And then let's slope from, say, the midpoint here to up there like that. Then let's get our path back in place. Yeah, something like that. Cool. Then now we'll go back and get our viewpoint areas. So we'll do that one, and then we'll switch it up and change it to this style for the other one. So one looks to be like it has, yeah, I think this one has more room, which, well, I mean, they're about the same, but this has like the little telescopes, which I think would be cool to look out over the city and everything and look out towards the bay. And then this one, you can take a look at the mountains and everything. So that's nice. All right, so how is our zoo doing? We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. I think we had another amenity for the nature reserve. Let's take a look at what that was. We have a tent camping spot. We can place a few more of these around. And then maybe up here at the top by the vista, we have 2. Oh, and it looks like I broke the path here. Not a problem. We can go back and fix that. So I think I'm gonna get a straight section through here just to make the game happy. Then we can use the freeform road tool to get a curved connection. Well, close enough. I think that looks really good. We have a lot of people using the paths and everything, and that's perfect. While we wait, I'm gonna go ahead, especially over here, and start placing some trees. And this is gonna be a lot of left mouse clicking. So I'm gonna definitely place some live oaks in. And then how does this horse chestnut look? That's pretty good. Yeah, we can do some of those. Then we'll do a few more over here. Then maybe we can do some of the young linden. Just kind of sprinkle these around. Maybe what we can do is do some of these tall grass clusters. Just have like a couple sections where maybe there's like some water ponding or something like that, where it's just like more of a wetland area. And this is when I wish we had some mods in the game, because this is it's a lot of left mouse clicking. That's okay. That's okay. So maybe we can have some generic pines through here as well. Let's see, what else can we put in the zoo? Might put in a few more restrooms. Then maybe another cafe or two, something like that. All right, we're almost at level 4. Perfect. Let's come back to the nature reserve, and we have some path issues here. Let's fix that. All right, so for the time being, I'm gonna relocate these campsites just away over here so I can get maybe a straighter path in. So then here, maybe what we can do is do something about like this, and then connect up the path again. Then we will relocate these back. Okay, much better, much better. Something like that. And I wonder if we can smoothen out the terrain a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. We got level 4. We have a monkey palace and a giraffe enclosure. We'll go put those in a second, but first I'm gonna see if I can smoothen the terrain out right here a little bit. And if not, we can put in some rock features. Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to do, but I'm not that unhappy with it. Okay, okay, yeah, all right. See if we can smoothen this out a little bit. Bring it down a little bit on this side. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, let's go back over here to the zoo. We have some more zoo enclosures to put in. So this is the giraffe enclosure. So I wonder if we can maybe sneak that in right there. Then I feel like giraffes need area to roam. I'm gonna put 3 of these in. We have the monkey palace. Maybe that can go in over here, maybe next to the, actually, can we fit it in over here to give more of a reason to come over on this little bit of area? Yeah, let's see if we can relocate the bathroom here to that side. Then we'll see if we can place this like that. Okay, cool, I like that. Then we're missing some paths over here, but that's not a big deal. So maybe we can just come over and pop in like that. Let's turn off guidelines and see if we can get something comes across roughly like that. Yeah, perfect. I like that. We'll just do a quick jog with our water and academic year report. We lost a little bit of students, but that's okay. We haven't really been focusing in on the population of Canarsie, so that's to be expected. So we are about a little over halfway to level 5 with the zoo. That's great. How are we doing with the nature reserve? We're almost to level 3. That's fantastic. And I wonder if I can get rid of now some of these power lines. I'm gonna try. Let's see if that is okay. And we still need to fix our power issue. Let's see if we can fit in something else over here in the industrial area. Maybe can't do another solar updraft tower. I think I might place a few of these advanced wind turbines. Maybe we can do them right here, and hopefully the power jumps. At least I'm thinking it will. We can have a line of these. That'll be okay. Oh, and I'm not happy with the placement of that one. Let's move that to right there. Yeah, still weird. Okay, let's move it there and then move it right there. Close enough, close enough. I'm gonna place in some trees over here because this is also pretty barren. So we're definitely gonna do some live oaks. Then I wonder if that is too tall. Yeah, some of these might be too tall. So we're gonna pretend that some of these weren't here. Then maybe what I'll do is put in some rocks along the edges here. I think that might look cool. So I tend to like these sorts of rocks here. Oh, that's way too big. Wow, that's like huge. Okay, I need something smaller. Oh, awesome. We hit level 3 for the nature reserve. We get lookout towers and lean-to shelters and camping site again. Awesome. So I'm gonna come through and just kind of rotate and place a few rocks here. Something like that. I think that looks really good. Then we can come back and fix the path issue there. Not a problem. Maybe there are like a few straggler rocks up here just to make it seem a little bit more natural. Like maybe it's just like a rocky outcrop. Yeah, I like that. Cool. So let's go back to our nature reserve and get this path fixed. We'll do freeform road tool, come over this way. Oh, and I got the wrong thing. I'm doing the zoo path. Let's get rid of that. Nature reserve, okay. I'm just kind of threading the needle there with the rocks. So let's see if we can get a few more trees in place. We'll do some more of these horse chestnuts, kind of sprinkle them around. And we'll do a few more live oaks as well. Let's get some pine trees. I think I might have done it again. How does it look from here? I think it's okay. I think you could still see over the top of these trees. Maybe not these few right here. Yeah, I think that'd be fine though. So we got a few more things. We've got this lookout tower one, and then we got this other one. I really like this one. So I'm gonna put that here. Then maybe we can have another one like somewhere over here, like that. Sure. We have some lean-to camping sites. Just gonna kind of put these around some random locations. Excellent. All right, how's the zoo doing? We're almost at level 5. So I wonder if we can get a few more things to attract visitors. We need something, I think, right here. And did I not place the monkey palace? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So maybe we'll do like another zoo plaza somewhere over here. And then let's put that right there. I think that'd be good. Then we can put some picnic tables in. I think this is the cafe. So maybe we can put in some just kind of like over here, like that. And kind of the same thing over here. Then I think I might do a zoo fence. Let's see if we can get that down. So for that, I'm gonna come over here, find this spot, kind of follow the road like that. I'm gonna come off a little bit just to preserve some of the right-of-way that we have. And I'm just gonna follow this little section and be off the highway a little bit. And kind of the same thing over here. Really try to make this space feel like it's a large zoo. We can come through here, connect up like that. Can I get rid of this section of power line? Let's see. I think I can. I think it's connecting right here, so that's good. Okay, academic year report. Okay, cool. I think that has us covered on the zoo fence. Then I wonder if we can get rid of this, maybe? Okay, that's connecting. This is gonna be the tricky one. Let's see, because I think we need something right here. Yeah, there's a slight issue there. Maybe we can just do another cafe or something. So we'll do restrooms right there. Then we'll do zoo cafe, and then another souvenir shop. Maybe we can put the souvenir shop right there. Ah, they got rid of our path. Okay. Great. Perfect. I think we're covered with the power issues. We're almost at a level 5. All right, fantastic. We got to level 5, and with level 5, we get a rhino enclosure and a lion enclosure. So I definitely want to get those in place, and then I think we're going to end today's episode. So let's check these out. So we have the lion enclosure. Let's do that right here, next to the giraffes. And then we have the rhino enclosure. I think this could go in over here. Maybe we'll do something like that. Sweet. And then let's get the paths in to connect all these up. And maybe we'll have one that comes in like that. Maybe do something like that. And then have something that connects over here. Sounds good. And then over here, we need something that goes across. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Well, let's do that and then just bring it down like that. And then we'll meet up like that. Excellent. Looks really good. We have a really big zoo here. But I like that. It preserves the area around the river here. And same thing with the reserve. It preserved this hilly outcrop. I think that looks really good. And whoa, we have a lot of traffic here. Yeah, we'll have to address that in a future episode, but I think it's just so many people want to come to the zoo, and I think that's a good thing. All right, and I think that's going to do it for today's episode. We have done a lot. We created this massive zoo that got to level 5. We have so many different animal exhibits. I'm really pleased with the way this came out. And we also started creating the nature reserve, which is almost at a level 3, or it is at a level 3, and it's almost at a level 4. There are still a few things to do, especially on the landscaping front. I want to put in more trees, and I want to have, oh no, we have a fire. Okay, we'll just let that do its thing for now, but I definitely want to add in like a tree buffer over here, and then maybe even put like a sound wall on this side. And then over here, I definitely want to increase the amount of trees over here. It's just a lot of mouse clicking, but you're starting to get the general idea of how I want to approach this area. And then eventually, I think this road is going to snake around the backside of the nature reserve and meet up over here. In the distance, we're likely going to have an ore industry over there eventually. So that's going to be in a future episode. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is looking. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please think about subscribing. That would really help out my channel. And also, if you like the video, hit the like button. That really helps me out. And leave a comment down below. I really appreciate any feedback that you all are willing to give. But I'm looking forward to seeing you all back here in Canarsie. But until the next one, hope you all are doing well, and we'll see you then. All right, bye.